BassResinator here. I have a really nice ammonite mold that I'm going to be using for a special project for a YouTube friend of mine. I have never met her in person. She's on the other side of the world. But this is for Sudha. She's going through a little bit of a difficult problem, so a bunch of us are reaching out to do something special for her. So this is a collaboration with some people on YouTube Crafters United International, and we're going to be doing this. Now, said we're supposed to be doing something with flowers. Just wait. I'm going to be doing something with a flower with this. But I'm going to be using these Let's Resin chameleon powders. I'm going to use the Magenta and Galaxy. So, keep forgetting to turn this light on. Bam! How's that now? Woo! White balance comes in. Okay, I'm going to go with the Magenta first. I'm trying to get down in the crevices of the little chambers of this ammonite. Ammonite, not Mennonite, not some other group. Ammonite. Got it? Okay, just making sure. So I'm using about the smallest paintbrush that I have to do this, and I'm gonna make a mess in just a bit because there's a little bit too much powder going in all at once, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm brushing this on, then I'm gonna put the Galaxy over the top. I think the two will go really well together. Okay, now this is getting much easier out here on these bigger chambers. I was trying to make a pun right there. I was thinking chambers of commerce, and then I thought, okay, it's not a chamber of commerce. Something to do with the ocean. Trying to get a rhyme. I probably ought to go all the way up on the side right there. This mold is really soft and supple. This is one of those molds that I got from Julie Art that I did. I just thought of that. It's Julie Art, right? And there is a famous art school, vocal arts, dancing, theater, called Juilliard. I wonder if Julie had that in mind when she named her business. Anyway, this is a really nice flexible mold, but it's a soft silicone, so it really likes hanging on to the silicone mat that this is on. The black, I've got a big old black silicone mat from Let's Resin down. And this mold kind of sticks to it. Not kinda. It gets a good foothold. Okay, back to what I was saying. About commerce. I could say something stupid that doesn't make any sense. Seaverse, oceanverse, marverse, mar being ocean in Spanish. Well, actually in Italian too. French la mer. Okay. Brain start working so I can come up with something before I finish painting this in. Applying this powder. So any place I miss with this one, this color, I'm hoping to cover up with that galaxy. This is a super shiny mold. And this powder is going onto it very nice. It looks like it's about a ½ inch deep. Maybe just a bit more than that. And I said I'm going all the way up on the edge. I'm going to put black resin down here. But not at the very top. So it's going to be like a two shade chameleon. And this is not the intense chameleon. The intense chameleon, it would just stay intense chameleon. But this chameleon reacts differently with black resin and other colors of resin. So it's going to be look a little different, but that's okay, because this is going to be a fun little project here. Okay, bump that brush over here, clean it off so that I can come in with, you know what, I'm going to come in with a larger brush, the brush that comes with the chameleon powders, to do the rest of this with Galaxy, which has a pinkish hue, but when coated with black, it comes out like a blue. As soon as I finish dusting this, I'm going to go take this over to the trash can and bash it a little bit. Well, not yet, but any of the extra powder that's in here hopefully will come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. See, if I could have all those ribs with this Galaxy, that'd be really cool. Now, because of the color I chose, it's really hard to tell that I have put any chameleon powder in there because this is the same color. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause while I go knock out the excess powder, excuse me. Okay, got it dusted off. I have some of my favorite flowers, the Bluebonnets from Texas. If you're a Texan, any type of Texan, that is super important to you. Now I've got Promise Epoxy 1 hour cure 1-to-1 resin, and I'm mixing in some Koyuku black paste from Eye Candy. I'm mixing up 1.5 ounces. I don't want to fill it all the way because I want to have room for those Bluebonnets. Okay, you've seen me mix before. I'll do that aside from here. Mixed it up, nice and black. We'll pour it in here. And I think I better stop there, because if I go any deeper there won't be any room for the flowers. And I'll be able to come back probably in about 30 minutes, since this cures in an hour. Come back in 30 minutes and it'll probably be thick enough to where I can put the flowers in and they won't sink, and then they'll be held in place so that when I come up with the clear on top of that, they'll be covered up really nice and neat. I am going to make sure that I keep them all on the same level. Bluebonnets grow around the stem, and so I'm going to trim off ones that would hold it up so that we can get them all keep them so where that they can all be seen like that. Right, this one right here is growing down, and the other ones are pretty flat except for this one up here, which is sticking up. So I'll have to take the one growing down and the one growing up, and then just put the others, and possibly put those that are growing down, take those off and put them around the edges. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty, and I hope this makes Sudha's day. Oh, Sudha day. Sorry about that. Did not mean to make fun. It just sounded like a song to me. So yeah, I'll come back after a while. I have waited 30 minutes, and that's pretty stiff already. So I don't know if I'll be able to stick those down. I may have to use a little bit of UV resin, but I'm going to try this, because this color will really cause those Bluebonnets to pop. So we're going to see how it works. Okay, there's that. Now, put that away. To blow. Oh, come on, unstick. I'm torn on how to do this since it's already... That is crazy how fast this stuff cures up. I'm not complaining, but I am trying to figure out a way to keep these guys from floating away. So, see, that's already sticking up too high because of certain branches or those flowers. I think I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna just trim off. That one's holding it up. That one's holding it up. Now it's flatter, but this one is sticking up. Okay, so if I trim this here, if I mix up just a little bit of resin, very little, because I had way too much. I've got some other molds over there that have that black resin in them, so I think I'm just going to mix up. If I can get away with mixing up like a quarter of an ounce, just to hold these in place enough. But these crazy. Let me get some different tweezers. Those stick to everything. Well, everything's sticking to them. All my tweezers. What is that? Look at that. And come on, turn over. And what is with my tweezers here? Or what is with these flowers? They're completely dry. Goodness, I want you over there facing that direction. You facing this direction. You right there. But you see, some of these, they're not flat. So that one's flatter. Oh, come on now. What is the deal with these flowers just grabbing a hold of the tweezers? And oh, that one's upside down. See, that little white area right here has to be... There we are. What is wrong with you? Part of that one is missing. So you are a dud. You're not going to be in there. Good grief. You know what I'm going to do? No, you don't, because I'm making it up as I go. I am going to UV resin these over here on this black so that they will stay the way I want them. Turn over. Okay, this is going to move. Ah, unstick. You know what? Now that I'm not in that resin, this is the craziest. I don't know what it is with these flowers and tweezers. They are just being obstinate. Okay. Hair right there, get out the way. Oh, that's not a hair, that's just a piece of fiber. I'll put them in pairs, not in apples. Oh, I'm getting bad again. Crazy. And then oh, look at that, there's a flower detritus in the middle. If I can do this, this would be, there's a piece of sand coming up from when I dried them. What I'm trying to do is, I don't think I'm going to keep them from floating, since that's already set up quite well. What I can possibly do, though, is hold them in place enough, put a very little bit of resin in, and make it look like these are just on the stem. And then I could possibly do a top coat, a little dome, and hold them in place that way. Okay, now I don't have very much of this UV resin left in here, so if I squeeze, it's going to go and blow air, and then it's going to move. There we go. That's what I was wanting. Okay. Stay, 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 stay. Okay, I'm going to get my Let's Resin lamp, but just one side of it, and let that cure for a while. And I'll push pause while I do so. Okay, that cured up mostly. I'm going to put a little dab here, and then set that in place. It'd be nice if it would stay. Yeah, and that one right there is trouble area. Stay down. Stay down. Maybe put a little bit more. Goodness. stay. Stay with me. Okay. That's going over there where it's supposed to be. And if it would scrunch so that it won't be sticking up so high, that would be awesome. Okay. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Pull you back over here. Better? Better. Better. Okay, so now, coming back, I'm going to put you on pause again because coming over the top with the lamp. While that was curing, and I have no idea if it's going to stay in place, maybe it will. I mixed up half an ounce of that quick or fast cure from Promise Epoxy, and we'll see if this stays. See how much of it I can get covered. Looks like most of it. There's that little bit right there, and this little bit right here. Now that one right here just went under. Aren't those pretty flowers in that? Air bubble came up. Another air bubble back there. And I don't know what that is. A little piece of I don't know what. Okay, so can I get you to go down? And stay down. And stop blowing air bubbles. Come on, get out of there. The shape of these holds or can cause a pocket of air to be held in place. Now, come on, stay down. If that doesn't go down and stay under, I can come back with a little bit of UV resin over the top after this is all cured up, which, if it's like that last little bit, won't take long at all. Wow, isn't that pretty? Now, we haven't even seen what the other side looks like, which we already know is going to be amazingly beautiful. There's another bubble. Gee whiz. You guys, stop bubbling. Stop it. Stop it. I'm so tempted to spritz with alcohol. However, that would leave a funny texture on the top. You can't have funny textures. Don't want. Ain't nobody got time for that. No funny textures here. just poked out a bubble from there. It's just right here that's sticking up a little bit. And there's some bubbles coming up. Okay, well, I'm just going to be gardening this. Yep. Gardening this for a little while until this sets up. Hopefully I'll be able to keep all those bubbles at bay. And then I may have to come over the top with UV resin. I'll have to decide that later on. Okay, I'll see you after a while. Well, this is cured up, and there's just two little spots. Let me see if I can get them where they show. Just little nubs. I think I'm just going to leave them and not worry about putting a coat of UV resin over the top. But look at that chameleon effect, that teal. It goes from to bluish to a greenish, but those blue bonnets on top of it. This is just really pretty. Sudha, I hope you like these blue bonnets. That's the look of those. Those are the Texas State flower. Okay, now for the epic reveal of the other side. So this is a double-sided project. One side is this beautiful flower arrangement, and the other side is the ammonite. Oh yeah. See, it's mostly the magenta. You can still see a little bit of the galaxy in there, but not as much as I wanted. But you know, this is still really cool. A very nice mold as well. Yay! Yay! Flip a coin or flip a piece, and it's just as good either side. I'm loving this. Okay. Congratulations, Sudha, on 1,000 subscribers. It's a big feat. And I hope this makes your day with the flowers. Or the ammonite. Or the flowers. Or the ammonite. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this. Subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Look in the description box or description area for the link to all the other people that are doing part of this collaboration. Subscribers, if you're not a subscriber, join. This is cool. Okay, I'm done. I'll take a still or two with this. See you later.